What's up, guys? Max Finn here. We're going to try something different on the channel starting today. So I've been shooting a lot of short form content around something I'm really passionate about and just have a deep interest in, which is behavioral economics and neuromarketing, and also kind of cognitive biases which fall under that. It's always really fascinating me, consumer psychology and just human psychology in general, the subconscious, the conscious, the unconscious. And so I've been shooting a lot of short form content around this, specifically about kind of different famous business stories that relate to different cognitive biases, neuromarketing, behavioral economics, all that good stuff. The problem though is I'm really limited when I shoot for TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Reels because you got to condense it into this really short format and I got to rush through it. So what I figure I'll start doing is when I shoot the short videos, then shoot a longer video on the topic where I can just talk about it a little longer. And so that's what we're going to do today. And we're going to start with one of my favorite examples, probably one of the most famous examples, and it's about the Economist and how they increased their sales by 43%, leveraging something called the Decoy effect. So what is the Decoy effect? Put simply, it's the practice of adding an offer, adding a product to your lineup, not to necessarily sell that product or offer, actually not sell it at all, because it's purposely a really bad offer. But the goal is to get people to buy one of the options, one of the products, or one of the prices that you want them to buy. And so if they're buying product A, but you really want them to buy product B because AOV is way higher, you intentionally add product C and make it a terrible deal so that product B looks more compelling and they buy more of that than product A. That's really the essence of it. And that's what the Economist did here. So it all starts when the Economist was moving online. And they were kind of reworking the pricing because now they had to have online pricing as well as the kind of physical, The Economist magazine pricing. And so they do annual subscriptions. So what they did is they had two options, okay? They had option one, which was web only. And web only was $59 a year. Pretty good deal. And it just gives you access to all the online articles, all the online content on theeconomist.com. Option two was a bundle where you got web and print. So the famous Economist magazine, you got that, you got your issues of that, plus all the stuff in the 59. And that was $125. Now, what management assumed was going to happen is that a lot of people would still want their physical Economist, plus they'd want the web access. So they thought the $125 was this great deal and all these people would take it. Turns out it didn't really work that way. So the breakdown here, I have this kind of data pulled up for me, is back when there's only two options presented, when it was web only, web and print, about 68% of people took the $59 a year option and 32% took the web and print. Now, that did not make management happy because that was not a really great AOV on those customers, and they weren't making as much as they wanted to make. So what they did is they intentionally created a third option. Now, this third option leveraged the Decoy effect, and it was intentionally made a terrible deal. So you'll probably recognize and realize when I was kind of listing those options of web only, web and print, that I was missing one kind of obvious one, which is print only. So what if people just want the physical magazine? And they said, okay, well, let's add that. And they added it. So they now have three options: web only, print only, and web and print. Here's where things get interesting and smart. It's how they price the print only. They priced the print only at $125. Now you probably, if you're thinking back, like, wasn't that the price of the web and print? It was. And they intentionally priced it exactly the same. The reason they did that is because now when consumers came and were thinking about renewing or buying The Economist, they were no longer comparing a $125 bundle offer with a $59 debundle offer. Now they were just comparing a $125 bundle offer with a $125 debundle offer. They were comparing these two options over here, web and print versus print only. And when they started looking at that, it was a no-brainer that, hey, I can basically, if I'm just going to get print, it costs $125. I'm going to get web for free. This all of a sudden over here becomes an amazing deal because now you've also leveraged something called the anchor effect where you've kind of anchored the price and value of the print only at $125. So now if you're just doing the math, and you're like, okay, web's $59, print's $125. I can get both for $125. I'm essentially saving $59 a year. This is an amazing deal. And when they made this shift, magically, not so much magically, but because of psychology and because of the Decoy effect, the sales shifted. So the breakdown went from web only being 68% and it dropping to 16%. That's 1/6. Web and print bundle going from 32% to 84%. That's a massive swing. So now, just by adding a third option that was intentionally terrible, they were able to get 84% of people to take their $125 a year option, which increased their revenue 43%. So I absolutely love this story for a lot of reasons. And the main one is because it is such a simple principle to implement. Once you understand how this effect works, you can literally implement it everywhere. Like it is such a versatile and practical effect. And it's like, I've talked to so many students about this where it's like, okay, you have two options on your checkout, add a third option, but make that third option really, really bad so you get more people to buy the option you want. And the easiest way to do that is to make the third option. So let's say you have option one and option two. And option two is your more expensive one that costs more money, higher AOV, you make more money on it. So what you do is you add option three and you make option three like really close to the price point of option two, but a lot less value. That's really all you have to do is add a third option that is similar in price to the option you want them to pick, but a lot less value. And if you can do that, you can sell a lot more of the product you want to sell, because we have a hard time as human beings to resist deals. When we see irresistible offers, when you see good deals, we are hardwired to want to take that good deal. We need to take it, even if it means we're going to spend a lot more money than we initially did. And there's all kinds of examples of this in history, throughout history, in business, and not even just business, but in just society and our kind of everyday lives. So how this effect can impact us. So let me know, guys, think of this new format of videos. Like I said, they're probably going to be shorter than my other videos, but I have a lot of fun with this stuff. I've been getting a lot of DMs from people saying, hey, can you create more content on this? Where are you learning all this stuff? I'll do a video in the future breaking down my reading list for neuromarketing, behavioral economics, some of my favorite books on that topic. I like to read, one or two books on the topic every month. Huge fan of it, huge nerd when it comes to it. But reality is like, it makes you a much better marketer if you understand how the brain works and you understand all of these cognitive biases and also how they've been used by big businesses and how you can implement them in your business. So on that note, I'll catch you guys later. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get all my future videos, drop a comment, let me know what you want to do in the future videos.